Welcome back to Mutt's American Crime, where we tell the stories of real people, real tragedies, and the lingering questions that won't rest until justice is served. Today, we're going to talk about the case of Cedric Towe, a young man from Chesapeake, Virginia, a case that almost a decade later still has no answers, no arrest, and for the Towe family, no peace. It's excuse me, it was the night of November 28th, 2015, in the Greenbrier section of Chesapeake. And I will state here that originally it said it was the South Norfolk section. I personally am from Chesapeake and have checked the addresses. That part of the story is incorrect. It was actually in the Greenbrier section. I will also state at this juncture that I have personally reached out to Cedric's father, Charles, and have not received, as of this recording, a call back. As I was saying, it was on the night of November 25th, 2015, in the Greenbrier section of Chesapeake, around 10:20, police received a call about a shooting on Colonial Way. When they arrived, police found Cedric Towe, just 21 years old, lying in the street. Paramedics pronounced him dead at the scene. No suspects, no witnesses willing to talk, just a grieving family and a haunting mystery. Cedric wasn't in a known high crime area. He wasn't in trouble. He had no record. So, what brought him to Colonial Way that night? According to his father, Charles Towe, Cedric may have been lured there by a woman he met online. Her name? All investigators and the family have is a first name, or maybe an alias, Kaya. Charles believed Cedric was set up. And the theory makes sense because what's strange is this: Cedric was found with his wallet and phone still on him. Nothing was taken. Now, if this had been a robbery gone wrong, wouldn't the killer or killers have taken his valuables? Months later, a woman was arrested in connection with a robbery related to the case, but the charges were dropped due to a lack of sufficient evidence. No one else has been charged since. No further developments, and Cedric's case remains cold. Let's pause here for just a second and think about what we know. First of all, Cedric Towe was 21 with no criminal background. He had met a woman online, believed her name to be Kaya. He was shot and killed on a quiet residential street in a safe section of Chesapeake. Nothing was stolen. There were no suspects. A suspect had been briefly arrested but then released. And almost 10 years later, there's no justice. Why hasn't someone come forward? Was Cedric a target? Was this an online catfishing scheme turned fatal, or something even darker? The Chesapeake Police Department still consider this case to be an open homicide investigation. A $1,500 reward is being offered for tips leading to an arrest, and anyone with information can call the Chesapeake Crime Line at 1-888-562-5887 or submit tips anonymously through P3 tips on the Chesapeake Cold Case Tip Form. Cedric's family deserves answers, and I agree with that 100%. And if you're listening, if you know something, even the smallest detail, it could matter. This case is more than just a file in a drawer. Cedric was a son, a brother, a human being. And someone out there knows what happened. Thank you for listening to Mutt's American Crime. If you want to support our mission to tell these stories, hit the subscribe button, leave a review, and most importantly, keep talking. Because silence protects the guilty, and truth belongs to the ones left behind. I am the Celtic Mutt. Stay safe, stay sharp, and stay listening.